Alright, just picked up Pillars of Eternity. I'm pretty excited about it. I have not played it at all, other than to open up the options and do a couple of things to make it easier to stream. So I'm going to go ahead and click New Game now, and I probably won't get too far in it this time, but I'm going to go through everything. I'm going to take my time when I play the game. Quite often I don't take my time when I play games, and then I always regret it. So let's take a look. Easy, very little micromanagement. I'm recently returning to party-based RPGs, but easy probably isn't for me. Let's see what normal says. Forgives a few mistakes and is not recommended for newcomers or to real-time. See, I'm not a newcomer. Looking for a challenge. Survival requires micromanagement and optimization of stats through items, spells, and abilities. Path of the Damned difficulty. Enemies receive a bonus to most stats, and encounters have more enemies. Probably not. Expert mode. Disables a number of helper features in the game. Players who want to rely on their own faculties and intuition while playing the game. Alright, I'm not going to use that. Ooh. Not the first time. I'm just going to go with normal this time. Yeah, I'll go with normal. Rangers are bonded to their pet animals through pair work best as a team. Animal companions do not have powerful attacks but can be effective at pinning an enemy down for the ranger to finish him off. That sounds cool. 5 wagons grope blindly for the path of the starless night. Their master glancing over upward skies and assurance that he is on the right course. The skies bring no... Oh, okay, I'm not scrolling myself. The skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying a hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale. You are among them. Oh, thank you. Where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. Taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight. Now, why does it say replay? Oh, okay.
Wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night.
All right.
Their master glancing.
Well, you heard me read it.
For assurance that.
All right. So now I gotta pick my person. I'll go with male. +1 resolve. What does resolve do? Internal drive, determination, fearlessness, and emotional intensity they can project on others. It can be useful for mental intimidation, leadership, or convincing performances. In combat, it helps characters maintain concentration and contributes to the will and deflection defenses. In combat, it contributes to both damage and healing as well as fortitude defense. Alright, that's interesting. Oh man, that guy's cool looking. Oh, let's look at the human again. Not bad. That guy's pretty rad looking. The mighty Anumua are the largest of the Kith races and are commonly found in or near oceans. Though not truly aquatic, they have affinity for water, and many of their civilizations, such as Rautai, are based on naval dominance. They are known for unparalleled strength, might +2, and humans were might +1. Okay. So humans have 1 resolve, 1 might. My guess is everybody's going to have 2 things. By virtue of land covered in a number of colonies settled, dwarves are the most well-traveled race in the world. They are commonly found in the Direwood and Valian republics, and almost any colonized lands. Dwarves are known for their great strength and tenacity, so these guys have a lot of hit points, probably. Health, endurance, and contributes to the fortitude defense. Elves. Elves are lame. Elves are the dominant race in Ir-Glanfath, territory comprised of the Forest Isles. Sorry, I don't know why I'm reading everything out loud. You guys can read yourselves. Alright. And Direwood is a colonial nation founded by settlers from the Aedir Empire. Oh dear! Following a series of conflicts with Aedir, the territory became independent in 2672 AI and is now ruled by a, let's say, duke, who is elected by 7 earls that oversee its earldoms. Perception. Alright, cool. What's an Orlan? Oh, I like those ears, that's cool looking. Smallest. Two-tone skin. Hirsute. Alright. Mental intensity and quickness, and then godlike. What the heck? That face is messed up looking. Children of the Kith civilization who had been blessed with physical... Hello, cast out devil. What's going on? Thanks for watching. Godlike children of the Kith who have been blessed with physical aspects associated with the gods, though some not considered a blessing. The aspects may take on forms, often come with mystical powers. Aberrant head shapes are typical, and godlike are unable to wear protective headgear. Yikes. As it's near impossible to find anything that fits. That's funny. Because of their unusual nature and their inability to reproduce, godlike are often viewed with fear and wonder. My instinct is to go with either dwarf or a Numua. I think I'm going to go with dwarf. Alright, so next. Oh, now we have 2 different types of dwarves. Alright, Anonymous. Aptapo. Spread through the area several times, unlike the similarly diminutive Orlans. The Orlans are those guys, okay. Who are frequently subjugated. The Aptapo. It is hard to read that word. In case you haven't figured it out, I just started playing this game. I have not done anything in it so far, so you're catching it fresh, and I've never seen any of this. Mountain dwarves are common. Alright, so hale and hardy. Mountain dwarves have a bonus to defend against poison and disease attacks. Boreal dwarves gain +15 accuracy against any creature of the wilder primordial types. Boreal means like tree-like. Snow-covered forest. Like their northern cousins, Inutinic share in exploration. Boreal dwarves are somewhat common in the weird-looking dude. Mountain dwarf or boreal dwarf? Plus 15 accuracy against any creature of the wilder or primordial types. Influences. So it's not just for range, it's for... If accuracy is above the target's defense, it will be more likely to result in a hit or a crit, less likely to result in a graze or a miss. Any ability or talent that does not use a weapon as part of the attack gains a small accuracy bonus on the level of the character. Alright. That versus defense against poison and disease attacks. I think this would be more often useful, but I don't think I like the tattoos on the guy. I think I like the way that this guy looks better. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the mountain dwarf. Alright, oh, look at all these classes. Cipher, what's a cipher? A recent discovery in the Eastern Reach, ciphers were once called mind hunters by the Glanfathans. Ciphers have the ability to directly manipulate another person's soul and psyche using an ally's or enemy's essence as the focus for their magic. Hey, Cast Out Devil, just curious. I've not played this game streaming yet. Is the sound okay for my voice? Can you hear me okay over the background music, which is pretty quiet? They're gaining acceptance over time, but are generally distrusted. Alright, directly target allies and enemies with power soul focused effects. These powers cost focus, with ciphers build through the use of their soul whip. Alright, thanks, man. Alright, +1 to stealth. Mechanics. Wait, what's... Alright, so stealth is obvious. Lore. +1 to lore. Lore is used to activate scrolls. +1 to mechanics, traps, and locks. Okay. Alright, let's check out, let's look at a chanter. Nice, I like that axe, that's cool looking. Every culture across Eora, there are chanters. Many historians consider chanters to be the most ancient workers of magic in their hallowed phrases, stirring the collective memory of wayward souls around them, compelling them to generate magical effects in a kind of reenactment. In some societies, chanters form organized groups of storytellers and researchers, but in most parts of the world, they are just time-honored part of local folk traditions. All right. Phrases produce passive effects. A character with Snake's Reflex gains their bonus to reflex saves off automatically. Alright, so when I'm singing, everybody in my party gets a passive effect if I'm a chanter. That's kind of cool. Powerful magical effects that chanters can create after they've spoken the required number of phrases through their chants. So it's kind of like a combo system. I think I would say a bunch of phrases or chants and it would build up the power, and then I could unleash it with an invocation. So basically I use this to have a passive power, and then I can shut off the passive power to give a powerful effect, and then I go back to the passive power. That's kind of cool. Let's see. I kind of like the chanter stuff. That sounds cool, but I don't know if it really sounds dwarfy. No, I think I'm okay. My guess is that, because if I look at this, lore and mechanics, race has more to do with base stats, like might, dexterity, constitution, and then lore and mechanics are like secondary stats. So I think that it doesn't matter what race you go with. Let's take a look at Paladin real quick, though. I do like Paladins. Devoted to a god, a ruler, even a way of life that can be found in any culture where a fanatical group of like-minded individuals have formed a warrior society dedicated to advancing their cause. Many paladins hold leadership positions in armies, but in the heat of battle, their fanaticism overrules the chain of command and common sense. It sounds more like a barbarian, usually. Paladins have an inherent bonus to all their defenses. Oh. Fortitude, wow. Athletics +2, lore +1. Paladin seems pretty cool, and I kind of like the idea of a dwarf paladin. What do you think, Cast Out? Paladin or Chanter? I am undecided. I do like that big axe, but I also like having a shield. I think I might go with Chanter. I'm running a pally, it's fun, but I hear Chanter is strong. Yeah, I'll go with Chanter. Oh, okay, phrases. So I can pick 2 of them. Alright, this seems cool. All chanters can continuously speak chants made up of magical phrases. Phrases produce passive effects and help a chanter's power until they can use an... Okay, so this sounds cool. Let's take a look. Increases the movement rate and reflex of all allies in the area of effect. Reflex allows characters to dodge. Class level dexterity perception may also influenced by other effects. So this is plus 1.2 move speed, plus 10 reflex. That's not bad. What's this? Alright. Reduces slashing and piercing damage of enemies in the area of effect. So multiply it by 0.9, so that means it reduces it by 10%, I would guess. Yeah. So reducing 10% of slashing and piercing damage. Interesting. Reduces concentration of enemies. A character's concentration determines how likely they are to have their spells or attacks interrupted during combat. Every point of resolve increases a character's concentration and is opposed by the attack's interrupt rating. Oof, the math. Like attack rolls, interrupts are randomized rolled to determine if an interrupt is successful. If concentration is superior to the interrupt rating, the interrupt is less likely to occur. That sounds pretty cool, though. Making it more likely for me to interrupt enemies. Let's see. Come, soft winds of death. Drains a portion of endurance from all enemies in the area of effect. Knocked out character. Survivability. Oh, so endurance or short-term survivability. The damage is not absorbed by a character's damage reduction. Goes straight to their endurance and health. Potions and healing magic can restore endurance in combat, but they can't restore health in combat. When a character's endurance reaches 0, he will be knocked out. A knocked out character can be brought back through the revive ability. Otherwise, characters will regain all of their endurance at the end of combat, assuming they were on the winning side. So that's really good too. That means that everybody has more likely to take damage or be knocked out. Fortitude. Resist attacks on physical systems. Okay. So... Endurance equals your combat hit points. Health determines how many battles you can do before resting. Oh, okay. So at the end of combat, your endurance is refilled, if I'm understanding what you're saying correctly. What's up, buddy? Yeah, just a second. I'll be right back. Go! Alright, I'm back. Thanks for waiting. And thanks for the information. That's good to know. I think this reflex seems pretty good. Definitely going to take that. So this will be dull the edge, blunt the point would be good against physical attacking people. This one, thick grew out their tongue stumbling over their words, would be good against casters. This would be good against everyone. And this is a buff for everyone. So I think I'm going to go with these two. Well, yeah. Okay, now I got invocations. Oh no, darn it. Okay. That one. And that one. Alright, invocations. So I only get one. But Rennie Darris Ghost, he would not rest. Summons a phantom. That sounds cool. And Hel Harath crashed upon the shield. Reduces damage reduction of reduces damage reduction of enemies in the area of effect. Okay, so like breaks their armor. Speed, average area effect length. Okay, damage. Yeah, fortitude. If their bones still slept under that hill, none can say. Summons 3 skeletons. So, 3 phases, 3 phrases. Pretty much the same, but this summons 3 guys. They're probably weaker than this one ghost. So this gives a bonus to damage reduction. The thunder rolled like waves on the back of the sea. Interrupt. Effects. Foe. Area of effect. Crush. So this is like it does damage to them. Okay, so this is a direct attack. This is a direct attack. And this is a direct attack. I don't think that I think that this guy is going to go with the Phantom, because that sounds rad. Alright, so it's telling me that the Constitution, Intellect, and Resolve are my main things. Oh good, there's not a reroll button. That's such a pain. Seventeen, 17, 13. Oh, Intellect has bigger area of effect. This keeps me alive longer. Yeah. Culture. Adir. The Adir Empire is currently the largest and most powerful force in this part of the world. It is centered around the equator and has tropical climate. Though the Empire has colonies in numerous areas of the world, Greater Adir is at its heart and houses. Okay, so Resolve +1. Okay, so Constitution, Intellect, and Resolve. Resolve +1. Intellect +1. What's the crown jewel of the crumbling remains of an empire warring merchant nations? Counting many humans and dwarves. Alright, dwarves. The old Valian countries are still forces to be reckoned with. They're part of the rich cultural heritage. Possibly. I think I'm going to go with that one. Appearance. Well, no. Background. I'm on normal difficulty. I haven't played a game like this in a million years, so I figured it would probably be okay for normal, even though it recommended easy. Which one are you playing on? Lavish meals, extravagant. That doesn't sound like me. Allows the characters to make better use of the food and potion items they have. The higher the character's survival skill, the longer the duration of such items. Survival can also be placed in conversations and scripted interactions that involve wilderness challenge and specialized information. Stealth +1, survival +1. I kind of like survival +2. Yeah? Oh, I didn't realize you... Oh yeah, I do remember reading that you can change difficulties. Once you swap down, can you swap back up if you decide that it's too easy for you? I'm going to go with survival +2. Wish I could zoom in on his face. Alright. That guy looks rad. Alright, let's check out the facial hair. Oh no, you cannot have a dwarf without a beard. That is just... That is some nonsense. Kind of like that one. Just a bald dwarf. Yeah, he looks kind of cool. Alright. Voice. Oh no, portrait. Oh my goodness, these are Well, that's kind of it, isn't it? I think that's definitely the one I'm going to go with. Yeah, definitely going to go back to that one. So much clicking. There we go.
Yes. Follow me. Attack!
Quickly and quietly.
I shall lead us.
Easy now.
Yeah. Now I am the leader of the group. Keeping an eye out. Follow me. Take him down. I shall lead us. Yeah.
Silence surrounds me.
Yes. I shall lead us.
Let's keep quiet.
Yeah?
Let's go! Keeping quiet.
I think Stoic is the one I'm going to go with. Alright, enter name. Arcatan, Elamar. Alright. Done. New quest. Journey to the Gilded Vale. Caravan.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there. Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood? Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here. They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one. They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that. Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep. Kalisha. Kalisha! He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Bewick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
All
Heard
right.
the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
All right. Collect some spring berries to make a remedy. Welcome to Pillars, and if this is your first visit to the world of Era, you may want to watch these windows and become familiar with the tools and interfaces available to you. Thank you. All right. Attack. Cancel. Select all. Yeah, that's fine. What's the 0 mean? Scouting, left, alt, right, alt. Alright, so... what's going on here? Oh! Did I miss something? Select a party member, click on their selection circle, their portrait, or press a number button that corresponds to their position of the party, starting with 1 at the left. Alright. Select multiple party members, click and hold, yeah, just basic stuff.
Right.
Alright, and... oh, that's cool, okay. Combat only. Edit chants. Chanters spend most of their time in combat speaking chants. Chants are arranged in strings of magical phrases that produce different effects. As one phrase ends, its effect will linger, overlapping with the effects of the next phrase. When a chant reaches the end of the final phase, it will loop back to the beginning. Careful arrangement of these phrases can produce powerful sequence of passive effects. Increases the movement rate, and then this is the one that drains their endurance.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
What you need?
Sure.
Oh wait, I wanted to... supposed to buy something from somebody. Probably this guy. Neutral or friendly, you can interact with them by clicking on their selection circle. Many characters will simply greet you. Hayden, was that Hayden? No. Oh, maybe it is. Has a conversation that opens up a store, equipment for sale.
Go on then, before it gets too dark.
There we go.
Anyone need
Right.
supplies? I've got sundries. Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road. Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like.
Alright, so... merchants buy items from you at greatly reduced price. If you sell something, you may see it appear in the store's inventory at much higher cost. Stores appear to refresh their inventories. Alright. Alright, I have 100 gold. Before I do that, I need to figure out what is my character good at as far as weapons go. No talents, abilities. I don't think it says anything about what he's good at as far as
Something else
weapons
you
go.
need?
So I guess I get to pick. Battle axe, one-handed, speed is average. Only have 100. Probably be best to get something from far away. And then, what is she like? Fighter. Doesn't seem to matter what weapon I get for her.
Something else you need?
So, let's get her an axe and a shield. Whoops. Or maybe a flail and a shield. Flails are cool. 10-15 crush. 13-19 slash. I like crushing damage. That seems rad. That's one-handed, right? Yep. And then a shield. 8 deflection. 12 deflection. -4 accuracy. So... Oh, I do not have enough to get a weapon for her. Dang. That's rough. Alright. Oh, I already have a sword and a shield? I guess I should have paid attention. That was a waste of money. What does she have? She's got an axe and a torch. Cool. You can switch to a new weapon by selecting weapon icon from an individual character's action bar. We'll stick with those at first. Alright. I'm not going to try and lockpick with a bunch of people around, probably get myself in trouble.
Nice and slow.
Scouting mode is used for most stealth and finding hidden objects like traps and secret containers. While scouting, your character's selection circles will start to fill with yellow when a character is starting to detect them. Once a circle fills yellow, the character suspicious will move to investigate while the circle fills red. If the circle becomes fully red, your characters will be discovered. Oh, this sounds way better as far as stealth than Baldur's Gate. Character's ability to find hidden objects based on her mechanics skill. Higher mechanics allows them to see objects at a greater distance. Somebody definitely sees me, but I don't know who. Maybe it's just these horses. Moving toward a character accelerates how quickly they will detect you. If you actually touch the selection circle of a character with your own, you'll immediately be detected. Alright. Well, first things first, controls. I need to speed up the scroll speed. Alright, I gotta find those berries. Wait, what's this? Sudden sickness has come over me. Spring berries. Alright. Said I wouldn't have to venture too far off the road to find them. Exploration is key in the Pillars of Eternity. As you make your way through the Eastern Reach, open the area map to see what parts of the map you've already been to and what's left to explore. Seems like I'm still right on the road. Cast out. Do you think I'm being... like, do you walk around in scout mode all the time? Feel like I'm less likely to... whoa, okay. That deer or whatever noticed me. Oh, there's a dead guy over here. What's this? Bad sign any way you figure it. Yeah, I agree. Corpse is cold to the touch and ripe. Smell wafts in a putrid waves. A dark, crusted bloodstain besmirches simple linen clothing. What do we got here? Wait, where'd it go? Didn't I just... Oh, I did, okay. So, he's got medium armor on, and this is... Wait. Breastplate, which is medium armor. Defense 8. Recovery speed minus 40. Same thing. And she's got scale on. Yep. Okay. I assumed that these are the berries I'm looking for, but must not be.
Shh.
Huh?
Just trying to check something real quick. Oh, okay, cool.
This is recent. Not good.
They're distinct and may have been here for days or longer. +1 damage reduction for 300 seconds.
Worth a look. Yeah. Nice and slow.
Burned lady. The heck is that? What's the stash? Okay, it's a...
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Were they built on Saul?
Pausable real-time system. You have to manage more than one character at a time. Is a good idea to pause the game, issue orders, and use real-time to see orders play out. The options menu may also contain choices for automatic pausing when certain conditions are met, i.e. the start of combat. Alright, that's fine with me. What do we got here? Scott. Are those question marks? Okay, so...
Huh?
Hmm?
2 per encounter.
What you need?
Huh?
All characters in the game, friend and foe, have primary defenses against attacks: deflection, fortitude, reflex, and will. These defenses are based on the character's attributes, level, items, and other effects. Accuracy is compared to an appropriate defense when an attack is made. If accuracy is below the targeted defense, the attack suffers a penalty to the roll and is more likely to result in a miss. If accuracy is above targeted defense, the attack is more likely to hit and more likely to result in a crit. To overcome the target's... Minimum percentage. If you are having difficulty hurting the unit, try switching to a weapon attack that does a different damage type. Most enemies are strong against 1 or 2 damage types and weak against a similar number. Alright, so... he has a damage reduction of 4. I wish I could leave that up there. Alright.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Right.
This is it.
So you're some kind of colonist before coming here. If that's the case, you'll fit right in. The whole country's a bunch of colonists. You like frontier life or what? I was there to pacify the land and people who are native to it. No, I don't think so. Character's attribute, skill, races, culture, and sex all open up options for you in dialogue. These options are not necessarily superior to other responses, but give you a wider variety of choices to select from. The manner in which someone responds to your choices depends on their individual personality and attitude. How's he happen to come here? Hazard of the lifestyle you had to expect it with a partner, no matter how much you didn't want it to be that way. You should hook up with the expedition. Some of the bigger towns and regular groups and unexplored places, as long as you don't mind a little danger. Ixmiddle. Anything for her, she's a much better woman than me, so I'm here, and we'll see. A demo I've worked with before, he doesn't usually drive a route this way, but he's doing it for me. What can you tell me about Direwood? I'm not much for history, but from what I know, it used to be part of the Aedir Empire. Broke off after war some years back. The locals here are feisty, and that's how they like it. I got simple needs. I like to open sky and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders too. We started in Direwood, but my parents ended up in the Living Lands. Living Lands? That sounds cool. I've got a brother in the Rautai and another in Aedir. My sister is in the Gilded Vale, and she's the only real homebody. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath about that Sparfell's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like, when he feels like. We should check up on him first, slap him around a little. Stream's just that way. Come, let's get you some water. Thanks.
Sure.
Sparfell. Wonder if she's talking about Hayden.
Something else you need? Looks like we're settled for the night.
Nope, that's not it. Let's talk to... No, that's not who I want. I want to talk to this guy.
Still waiting on Sparfell, which means he's ignored me again. If I'd known he wanted to slow us down, I'd have just tied him to I'm sorry, you want your water, you better go find him. He's got all the skins.
Of course he does.
Shit, come on, let's go look for him.
Huh?
What a surprise. Sparfell went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on. Sparfell? Ambush!
Would it be done, Saul?
I think he's got a bow. So I need to go after him first and let this guy chase me down. Alright, so I'm going to have her go that way. Him go this way. Oh, no, that was a bad idea. Alright, there, you come back over this way. And you step this way a bit. Now,
Almost.
alright, so my guess is that that's the phrases. So when I get to 3, then I can cast something.
What you need?
Huh?
Oh man, that's rad. Didn't really need it, but still rad.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Would they be done, Saul?
Start with bow.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to switch to that and that. And you need to switch to those.
Yeah.
Crit is a better result than a hit, and they are more likely to occur when the attack accuracy is higher than the target's defense. Attacks that do damage will more damage on crit. Attacks that inflict status effects or afflictions will have increased duration on crit. Grazes are worse than hits and suffer decreased damage and effect durations.
Right.
Eight to 13 slash. Yeah, that's what I figured was going to happen. All around you lie the massacred remains of other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed, filthy of blood-damp earth. Kaliska puts the back of her left hand to her mouth, as if to ward away the horror, like a poisonous vapor. Handful of dark... Whoa, what's this? Oh, cool. Handful of dark figures stands above the fallen, treading on limbs, backs and heads jerking their axes from bodies. One of them, towering and severe with a thick beard, tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of a man you recognize as Theoden, the last of your caravan left standing. Alright, lay down your arms, trespasser. Okay, so that's him saying, do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. The ruin has not yet been sullied by our hands. I don't know how... Am I good at lore? As a chanter, I would guess that I'm good at lore, but I'm not sure. Pardon me. I'm going to try it. You now have one rank in a disposition reputation. These reputations represent how people perceive your personality throughout the world. Even seemingly nasty reputations will be favored by some people, and benign reputations offering to bring out the worst in certain people. No disposition is inherently good or bad in pillars. But if your main character is a priest or a paladin, you must be careful not to misalign the disposition with what is favored by their deity. Okay. Typical. Alright, we are innocent in this. Judging by the string of animal teeth around your neck, I'm guessing you are worshippers of Galawain. If Galawain told you to stop protecting these ruins, would you? And what of Galawain's edict that weakness and age must be purged by youth, and strength. You think Galawain would want some moldy, crumbling stones to survive long after the builders have turned to dust? I'm sure he did. Just not you personally. But why should that stop you from killing innocents? Distracted, the man's grip falters on his axe handle and he nearly fumbles it, affording Theoden a moment he needs to dodge out of the swing, which comes too late. Charges you instead. Alright, what do we got here? A hunter, a leader, and a hunter. We will
How can I help?
start with this guy. He's got swords. Oh, what? A dirty attack that makes the opponent unable to see. Alright, he is going to switch to the bow and start shooting him.
What you need?
She's going to switch to a bow. Physical, psychological wear. Is that what that means? Yes. Okay. Demanding activity. It builds up over time as characters travel, explore, and especially when they engage in combat. Some scripted interactions will also result in fatigue if they are especially grueling. The athletics check... No. The athletics skill automatically shows the onset of fatigue from any source. Fatigue goes through multiple stages, initially inflicting minor penalties but growing in severity over time. This is major fatigue. Oh, I didn't finish reading that. Resting is the easiest way to remove the combat. Okay, that's fair enough. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to have you switch to that, and you are going to attack him. You are going to move away, and you are going to continue to attack him. Alright.
What you need?
Enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent among the other dead. His breath becomes a wheezing, fitful grasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his cloaked sigh, the whispers of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back, and he closes them. Good, good. The gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I'm ready. The wind... Oh, they mentioned the wind earlier. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending the pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin like a jetty beginning to succumb to the surge of a great wave. And where it pierces you, it feels as though they're rending you apart from within.
Get inside! Run!
Oh, cool. Wait, what? I thought I went inside. Oh, we went inside the cave, okay. That was cool.
Was that?
A Bewick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
Yeah.
Alright. Save game. Well, I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's see. Alright, so let me look at the journal real quick. Barely escaped the strange and deadly wind that tore through the valley. Now I'm trapped. Okay. So, we're supposed to go deeper in.
Huh?
Do I still need to make something out of those berries? I threw my weapon, so I don't have one anymore.
Right.
Oh yeah, let's see what this new guy is. He's a rogue, okay. And we should probably be... Ooh, what's happening?
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
Huh? Sure.
Someone else has been here. We should move.
Simple iron hammer and chisel used for chipping away at hard surface. Interesting. Used to rust in the wilderness and dungeons, fully restoring all your character's abilities and health. Easy difficulty allows you to carry more camping supplies, but hard restricts them severely. If you fully run out of camping supplies, try to find an inn. Most have cheap rooms available. Medium shield.
Sure.
Alright, so right now, let's take a look at my stats. I don't need to rest yet.
Hmm? Hmm?
Alright. I'm going to put her out in front because she's wearing scale armor.
Those tiles look suspicious. Let's be careful.
That roundish symbol. I'm pretty sure I saw it on one of the tiles back there.
Roundish symbol. Symbol of a patterned circle is inscribed on the unlit brazier. Brazier sits at its base. It could be lit if you had the means. Use the torch. two of those shut off? More of them shut off. Oh, okay.
Hmm?
They'll never know I'm here. Hmm? Hmm?
They're not all off yet. What's through here first?
Wurde bildan Saul. Huh? Hmm?
Hmm.
Hmm?
How can I help? Yeah. How can I help?
Where'd that slime come from?
Use your water skin to clear off the ooze.
What you need?
Oh, did not even see him there. Alright, those are all lit up.
Hmm? Fresh air in here. I think we found an exit. Sounds like the storm.
I'm bleeding.
You idiot. Oh my god. To the left of the character's portrait of it. Holy cats. Okay. Because that was an encounter.
Huh? Right.
Let's be a little more careful this time, you dumb dwarf. Alright, now you. Whoop. Okay.
What you need?
Alright, so first off, let's do this. She's got a bow. Dagger, dagger, dagger. Alright, so we all have a ranged weapon. We're going to start by attacking.
Word a build on Saul.
Holy cats.
What you need?
How can I help? How can I help? Yeah. Word a build on Saul.
Oh.
I help? How can I help?
Wait a second. Oh, I'm not even... I need to get up there.
What you need? What you need?
Fort figures stand silhouetted before otherworldly apparatus and ancient structure. Oh, it's about to get bad.
Witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
What is that? Well, this cannot be good for me. Hmm. And what's that question? What? Oh, man.
Huh?
Alright, so... as a bard of types, I think I should be good at lore. And... I'm a settler, so I think I should be good at survival. And everybody wants to be good at stealth. I feel like I'm spreading the points out too much. Lore and survival. Oh, cool. Okay, I can pick up another song. Alright, so far I had... Wait, which one did I have? I have the one that summons a thing. I want to be a summoner. I'll go with that one. Invokes a primal... Wait, what is this? Talents. Okay. Causing allies within range to benefit from constant endurance regeneration. Well, that sounds great. Oh, but I have lots. Oh, okay. I did not pick up another chant. I picked up another spell. Okay.
Yeah. Huh? Right.
Well, I think this is as good a place to stop as any, so I'm going to save. And quit. Thanks for watching.